go, some back and forth. Always the trash talk gets improved when the teams have faced against each other during the current season. So both of them harkening back to that matchup that NC Fox was able to take away from LW Red. Neko, but it's really, he's been evading them so very well, hasn't really found anything for it. Now Wonjae Lee goes down. NC Foxes might just be able to hold on to this.
Yeah, LW Red actually baited out the sound barrier, but still have not used the Dragon Blade. They might have built up a second one by now if they'd invested the first. Res available for Neko, holding on to it for now.
Ria's fallen, now Saucin going to be bringing them back in both.
Finally the blade.
That's going to be the blade getting drawn out. Saucin with another barrage available. Is just hovering in the air, but actually doesn't make it out of the way in time. Gets taken down by that self-destruct. Now Roar falling to the pulse bomb from Kino as we enter into overtime. 99% here for NC Foxes as they desperately try to maintain that hold. Yeah, and he's building up for another res, just 22% away from that. It could be instrumental to their success. Pumple and Neko both go down. Hotba throwing up the self-destruct as we're into double overtime. LW Red looks for the flip yet again. Hotba makes it back into the back. Ria gets popped out. NC Foxes nearly getting wiped out. Saucin so low, about to go down. Ria has fallen. And this might just be it for LW Red. They get the flip, and NC Foxes has to dip in here as quickly as possible.
Sound barrier invested by either side yet. Wonjae Lee far from the Transcendence. Okay, Primal Rage from Roar.
Oh, that's going to be a double kill. Oh, the Pharmacy Copters gets dismantled by Hotba with the self-destruct. Now Roar popping the Primal Rage, goes forward through his arc. Tries to dash around, but it's going to happen in the end. Arc keeps himself alive, but has to jump off in the end.
He was knocked off by Pumple in the end. The respawns come in. It's 99% now, Ilios. They're just trickling in. I think the Foxes have done enough, but I thought that last map, and I was wrong.
Very well. Could be a flip here for LW, but losing out on the Hotba already is going to be a bad start. But Roar now,
something?
With this Primal Rage, needs to get some smack off the maps here, just like we saw from Pumple. They want to have any success, but so far it's just not going their way. Hotba has fallen. The rest of LW needing to pile in.
They have another res.
That overtime meter is just plummeting. Wicked, he tags back in. He's got Roar here to back him up, and Arc dashing around on the walls, but they dip out for the self-destruct. But he'll get taken down, doesn't find a stick, doesn't find a kill. And LW Red still pushing forward, have the man advantage here at the moment. With Roar popping that Primal Rage to try to stay in the fight even longer. Neko gets the EMP, throws it down as they look for the picks, and it's going to be a double kill from Ria. The self-destruct pops down Roar, pops out Wicked, and this might just be NC Foxes holding on 100-0 on Ruins to claim the map. Ilios goes to them.
And I nod my head because the strategically superior team is the one that I think them to pull away. It's smart of them to disengage. It didn't want to fight when they were in a man disadvantage.
Oh, pulse bomb. That's going to be the stick. Arc comes up with a kill on Kino, but he gets taken down himself. So a pretty valuable trade there for NC Foxes. Now Saucin is going to be drawing out that Dragon Blade. Gets a couple cuts in to Roar, but can't quite take him down yet. In the meantime, he is losing out on multiple members on his team. A 3-for-1 exchange at the end of the day. Saucin barely escapes with his life, at least for the moment.
They're going to push this timer to the limit.
And they want to work that down as low as humanly possible. Get rid of Pumple to start off the fight is going to be a good way to do so. Wicked goes low, keeps himself alive. It's by dodging around and has a rocket punch. That's exactly where Kino's going to go. Really is. Now the sound barrier is going to come through. Neko hasn't been a recipient of that quite yet. The self-destruct does draw them back, and Hotba actually finds the pick in onto Ria. Already a nice start for LW Red as they try to maintain control. Wicked gets that uppercut in, gets the kill onto Neko, and that should be just about it here for the NC Foxes. Basically kind of admitting defeat. And this is going to be a tie-up on this best of 5. Ria throws out the self-destruct, not going to be finding any picks with it. In the meantime, Kino goes in the pulse bomb from behind to try to knock Hotba out, and will be able to do so in the end. So NC regain control, but as I say that, Roar and Nene both find kills of their own. Getting rid of Arc. It's going to be a nice crucial pickup here for the NC Foxes as they desperately try to train out this clock. Point going over to NC. Rocket Punch comes through. Wicked looking for the kill. In onto Pumple. Doesn't find it. And in fact, it's going to be a Dragon Blade drawn out by Wonjae Lee. One more slash to get rid of the Doom Fist. Will not be able to find it, but he does force him back with that Meteor Strike. We'll see where he wants to join in. He's going to push forward. He wants to go aggressive in onto the payload. Knows that they have to play around this because now we're into overtime, and it's still just 7 meters left to go. Kino throws out the pulse bomb. Not going to be finding the stick. Not going to be finding the kills, but they have a sound barrier. NC Foxes want to maintain control right here, right now to close out this series, or close out this match, rather. This map. I'm using all the wrong words. Getting too hyped. But that is going to be NC Foxes maintaining the hold. Fantastic defense on to point A. Great time draw out there.
Ilios, the healers wasn't able to do enough work. So they're going to get a second tick already.
Yeah, it's hard to see from the angle that we had there, but actually, yeah, they do go back in. They get the second tick, and they are just cutting him down left and right. LW now with just 1J Lee and Nene left alive. Seems like such a tough ask for them to try to defend this one. They dash back, they go back with a recall to try to keep themselves alive. The Transcendence comes through yet again from Neko, who's been building these up.
The double kill, answering the double kill from Wicked. And now we're seeing Pulse Bomb. I believe it was Eden.
Yes, it was. Actually, you gotta give credit to Hotbot's been pretty on point with denying these pulse bombs out from Kino.
That's two in a row.
And now actually it's gonna be Kino getting taken out by that rocket punch. Wicked comes up with another one, but now Saucin has the Dragon Blade available, goes in. As everybody clumped up, but they all just cut him down. Saucin falls, Rhea out of the mech. Will get taken down, and LW Red is straight back in onto the point. They get rid of Pumple with relative ease. They will get just be onto somebody like Pumple. Yeah, there we go. Punch coming through. Discord Orb down in onto the Winston.
He's full low, actually.
Take him down, but he is not going anywhere. He's staying in the fight, but the rest of the squad is not. Kino and Neko both get taken down. Now Hyuk in a bit of danger. Looks like he will be staying alive, at least for the moment. Needs to get that health back. Manages to get soaked. Gets the boop in. One more melee shot would take him down. He's got the dodge, but the Discord Orb helps finish him off.
You don't want to dive into a Doomfist with close quarters, so Saucin falling low.
He will. That's going to be the Transcendence coming through, and it's actually going to be Neko and Saucin both going down. The smacks, the boops coming through. NC Fox has two members left alive. Just the one as Kino is all on his lonesome, and this might just be it. The double cap getting ready to happen for LW Red. Going upward, nearly having it, and that'll just be the finish.
Died with Meteor Strike available. Would have been another delay. Looking for the bomb onto 1J Lee. Don't get it.
Yeah, Kino hasn't been the greatest time for him getting these sticks through. So gonna get denied yet again, but now Sound Barrier is infested. NC Foxes, they want to go for this right here, right now. Wicked with a Meteor Strike coming down, tries to get the pot
out. Doesn't get him.
Rhea will just go ahead and knock him right back out of the mag. Now looking for the kill, Seismic Slam into the uppercut, a couple shots to finish him off, but actually doesn't find the kill yet, but in the meantime, Saucin has gone down. Now Pumple and Rhea finished off. NC Fox, needs a big opening pulse bomb. Yet again, no stick to be had for the side of NC Foxes, but now the kills are coming through. Saucin, Dragon Blade be damned, picks up the kill onto 1J Lee and Wicked, getting rid of the Doomfist. Now Hotbuck going down. They might actually be able to pull it off. They lose out onto Neko, but they answer for Roar. 1J Lee swapping over onto the maid to try to get the delays to come through. Getting ready to push in onto the point. Has done so now. Throws up the ice wall. Is it going to be enough? Trying to get the freeze, gets forced into the block. The rest of the team respawning, trying to join in, and a self-destruct is there from Hotbot. He throws it up into the air. The Hail Mary play hasn't found anything with the explosion, but the rest of the team is still doing work. Now Saucin, another Dragon Blade, gets one, finally puts a kill on the board as he takes down Roar, but he needs so much more than that. Gets 1J Lee, but then gets taken down, and that is gonna be the hold. LW Red finally managed to put a win on the board in this series.
And it takes down Akino. 2.5 meters left.
Self-destruct into the air, but the bubble is there. Now Transcendence from 1J Lee to push forward here. Onto the point, gets knocked back as Pumple rejoins and does have that Primal Rage ready to go. Saucin drawing out the Dragon Blade, gets rid of the enemies and Yada, but gets taken down by Wicked. That's why he wants to run this Doomfist. Such a great answer to Saucin's Genji. Self-destruct there, knocks Rhea out. Kino goes down. They trade one back onto Arc, but that's about as good as it gets right now for NC Foxes. They will be dropping the Sound Barrier to try to stay in the fight, but it's 1.91 meters left to go if they get off that payload for a second. They will just push into the station and give that much more time over to LW Red.
LW Red couldn't get the exit kills, though, to actually guarantee the positioning, and now Wicked's just defensively ulting onto the health pack. So they haven't been able to full complete the Streets phase that it felt like they were set up to, but now might be the time.
He does find that, finds a rocket punch onto Hyuk. As soon as he comes back from getting the health back, that'll be the completion. Throws out that pulse bomb, not gonna be finding anything. And now he is under fire, doesn't have the recall, doesn't have a health pack, and then he takes him down yet again. Self-destruct thrown up and over, and Saucin will get popped. Now Rhea knocked out of the mech, and LW Red just gonna keep plowing forward with this payload, getting ready to round that final corner. Pulse bomb target here, Neko. Going low, does have that Transcendence, in fact, will pop it, so they can just hold on to this Pulse Bomb for the moment, wait for this to expire, and then likely try to find the stake. Tosses it out, but doesn't really have it, so Neko will stay alive here for the moment. Now we're down to 10 seconds left on the clock. Saucin keeps himself alive. Wicked goes up with a Meteor Strike, but gets taken down immediately thereafter. Now it's going to be the blade drawn out. Sound barriers on both sides, so not a whole lot of damage going to be coming through from the Dragon Blade, and 1J Lee actually finishes off the Genji. But NC Foxes are still the ones trading up. They get rid of Roar, they get rid of Arc. Hotball's gone down, no tanks available, and NC Foxes might have been able to pull off the hold here just in front of point C.
I mean, you take out Nene, and actually allow this timing to go down. Okay, Wicked's able to drag a couple more seconds, but yeah, this seems to be it. That time, and it's just a freshly swapped Doomfist. Of course, not going to be ult percentage. All about the Rocket Punch. It's really all he has.
Already, Roar goes down. A good start for the side of NC Foxes. Now the Dragon Blade out, looking for a kill here on a 1J lead. One more swipe will finish him off. And that might just be the completion. Yeah, dash through, gets rid of Wicked, and seems like NC Foxes will have this.
We're going to have to go glass half full and complement the dashes without ultimates for the Genjis from now on. He's really good Genji without his ultimate.
Yeah, it's just amazing when he doesn't have that ultimate. But give him a Dragon Blade, he's just god-awful.
They have the clean answer. It's going to take a miracle here for NC Foxes, but it's still possible.
And he tries to get that pulse bomb, doesn't find it, and now it's going to be Hotbot going down. Good openings here to start things off, and a double kill comes through from Kino. He finally gets a stick, and it is so crucial for the side of NC Foxes to get this victory. Wicked and Nene both gone down. No supports available. Roar back of that massive pulse bomb.
Sound barrier's still up, but so is the Dragon Blade. Let's see if Sasen can do it as well. We saw Kino with the double. Another double be big, but Neko's dead.
Yeah, that's going to be the Rocket Punch to get rid of Neko. Now a sound barrier invested from the side of LW Red as they try to take the fight, but Sasen, he has the Dragon Blade. He finds one kill with the dash through. Onto Hotba. 1J Lee taken out with the Mei. Cannot be that pesky delay tool that they so desperately want. Will finally get a soldier in the game. As we see Neko swap over to try to sprint back in. Meteor Strike used by Wicked just drops back in onto the point, but doesn't have any kills to offer up. Nene dashes around desperately to try to get this in contention as Hotba rejoins the team, but they might have just done it. 1.83 meters remaining. 1J Lee barely makes it back in, barely gets the ice block off, has the wall thrown down, but can he stay in the fight? The answer is gonna be no. They're inching forward yet again. The tags coming through. NC Foxes can taste the victory. 0.13 meters away. If they could only get rid of these members of LW Red, they have finally done it. They get the completion, and NC Foxes will be advancing a 3-1 victory over LW Red. They go to the semifinal where they will face against RunAway.
They said they needed a miracle.
이번 시즌 아무래도 처음 올라왔다 보니까 8강까지 가자라고 생각했는데 8강 가고 나서 또 욕심이 나니까 4강까지 가고 했던 것 같아요. 아무래도 이겼던 상대였다 보니까 좀 마음 편하게 했던 것도 있고, 저희 팀이 사신 선수와 민수 선수에 따라 전략이 갈리기 때문에 아무래도 러너웨이랑 저희 팀이랑 성향이 가장 비슷한 팀이다 보니까 서로의 강점도 알고 서로의 약점도 잘 알다 보니까 그냥 실력 피지컬 싸움으로 잘 이어질 것 같아요. 다른 팀들과 다르게 약간 겐지를 기용하면서 슈퍼플레이 형식으로 각자 활약하는 느낌인 것 같아요. 아무래도 픽적인 부분이 강요되는 것도 있다 보니까 좀 오버워치는 제재하기가 좀 힘든 것 같기도 해요. 캐릭터가 부족한 부분도 있고, 그 부족한 캐릭터 내에서 한두 개가 각자 포지션별로 한두 개밖에 캐릭터가 정해져 있지 않기 때문에 그 외 캐릭터를 하면은 트롤이라고 이미지가 씌는 게 좀 힘든 것 같아요. 각 역할군별로 포지션을 정해서 매칭을 하면 좋을 것 같아요. 경쟁전 할 때도 메르시 때문에 게임 판도가 많이 바뀌다 보니까 메르시가 있냐 없냐 차이가 좀 큰 것 같아요. 근데 여태 동안 여태 루시오가 강요됐던 것처럼 그걸 메르시가 이어서 계속 메르시가 필수 픽으로 나올 것 같아요. 궁극기적인 부분이 큰 것 같기도 하고, 잘 플레이 해보지 않아서 아직까지 잘 모르겠어요.